Check, 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 check. Appreciate everyone joining.
What
This is
happens
Flight
when
Simulator 2024. I think, oh shoot, we're in the Sidewinder. I didn't even look. We're in week 3 of 5, Platinum Division. We're gonna get started in
what
just a
happens when a
moment.
Cessna
Don't know why that's playing. The computer wants a mind of his own. I guess shout out to Aaron Reens. Sorry about this, but the settings for the stream are incorrect. I have to fix that, and the only way to do that is to go into the stream itself and fix it after the fact, just because that's the way, I don't know, YouTube does things. Live stream and keep my changes. Yeah, this is the boring part. So I don't know what's going on. It doesn't want to save my settings here, so it makes zero sense. All it wants me to do is discard my changes. That's not helpful at all. Sorry for the stream starting off like crap. It's not me, it's YouTube. YouTube has a mind of its own. Seriously, it has a mind of its own. I'm not able to save anything for the stream. The playlist, nothing works. All right, now it's all of a sudden working. I guess it was a glitch per se on the YouTube side of things. Let's jump in with a landing challenge in Saba. Everything seems to have disconnected itself. Come on, come on. There we go. Jump right in. So guys, if anyone's watching, please explain to me why my camera just mysteriously shut off and switched inputs. My camera all of a sudden got disconnected, so it's funny. It literally just said, "Oh, disconnect." Gonna go to power to idle, pull our flaps. We want to descend down to around, I'd say 500 feet. The landing is below 200. The landing is below 200. I left, here, let's move my camera up here. That way you guys can at least see the, this way you can at least see the camera working here. Yeah, this is kind of bad. This, hey, Q, what kind of plane is this? This is a de Havilland 6DH. De Havilland DHC6. It's a twin turboprop engine, and this is the landing challenge in Saba. 500. We're gonna go full flaps, lower our power. We're coming in hot. We're at the desired speed now. Little sideways per se, or a little off to the right.
140, 20, 10.
I overshot it some. But that was attempt number 1. Ah, 1.3 million with our first attempt of the day. Thank you, Akul. Appreciate the positive feedback. We can redo it. My personal best is 1.622. So far, you just saw a 1.3 on my first attempt. Let's give it another go and see if we can't get a higher score. I think I overshot the landing, which is what caused it to give me the higher score. But I think I can do better. Let's see if my speed flaps. Okay, this is not working per se for this particular aircraft. So we start off, we'll drop our power to idle, pull flaps to 10, and we will descend down to around 300 feet. Oh, let's just say 500 feet for now. The landing is below 200. I think it's like at 150. A little more power. Sinking a little too much than I want to. We're at 87 knots. Typically, you want to be at 75 and land at 65. I'm gonna try and fly it in this way. I might just put on my VR today. I don't know. Turn to the side here so you guys get a view.
500.
All right, we're at our 500 feet. We'll make our final configurations, give it a little more power, go to full flaps. Power management here. We're at 73 knots. Looking good. A little too high, I believe. This is MSFS 2024.
Minimums. 150, 40, 20, 10.
Ooh, overshot it again. Overshot it a lot more this time than last time. I know why. It's because I was a little high, so we'll make that adjustment. As I mentioned before, we get to 500 feet, and then we want to consider continue descending, but I screwed up and I accidentally ascended up to 550, which is what caused us to overshoot our landing. Still a safe landing overall. Let's give it another shot. Usually I have my head cam working, but I use the app Camo, and Camo is bipolar. The app Camo is bipolar. It works when it wants to. Power to idle, flaps 10, and we're descending down to 500 feet. go. Descending at 500 feet per minute. Getting all the way down to 500 feet. So in 1 minute, we should be down to 500 feet. I'm gonna push the nose down a little bit, descend a little quicker. Now there is a heavy crosswind here. Pushes us off to the right of the runway, or north if you're looking at the compass. That blinking light you see is actually me adjusting the trim. So every time you see it blinking, that's me trimming. Right, we're at 500 feet. Let's give it a little more power, get full flaps going. We'll want to maintain our 75 knots here. Low and slow is the way to go. If I can give anyone any advice for landing challenges, it's learn to land low and slow, or at least learn to fly low and slow.
Minimums. 150, 40, 30, 20.
Nice. Ooh, a little soon. I landed too soon. That's gonna hurt my score. On center line, but I landed too soon. I decreased the power too soon. Get some more light in here going. Not sure. I'll take a guess. The score's under 1 million. Yep. Under 1 million because I landed way too soon. I think I was at a great height, great descent rate. Everything was pretty good. Other than I pulled the power too soon. Decreased power way too soon. Gonna go to flaps 10, and we're gonna go ahead and descend down to 500 feet. Trimming up so the plane can descend as I maintain orientation. Pro tip: your power controls your altitude, your pitch controls your speed. I don't know why my oh, I gotta turn on Tickfinity. My bad, folks. Let me turn on Tickfinity so my goals can populate correctly. But we're dropping down to 500 feet. There we go. My goals should populate now. So we're at 500 feet. Let's level out the aircraft, introduce power back in. Let's go to flaps, full flaps, 37 degrees. And we're gonna maintain a steady rate of descent heading into the landing here. Lowering our power. Thank you, TG. Pro tip, guys, pitch controls your speed, your throttle controls your altitude. Nice. We're at 360 feet per minute, 82 knots, a little faster than we want to be. But there is a crosswind here, so that extra speed will actually help us out. You want to cut the throttle as soon as you pass over the runway.
Minimums. Minimums.
Now, power off. Overshot, man. As soon as you land, hit your brakes. Not before. Make sure it's after you land, and then put your flaps right back up. If you keep your flaps down, you're not using gravity to slow your plane. And we'll redo that. One thing, guys, pro tip that I kind of just did. Where am I aiming to land? So you have the runway numbers, and there's supposed to be a line. You want to land on this line here. Normally, I don't hit restart. For whatever reason, pressing restart, the game is buggy in that sense where the restart sometimes just puts you in an odd position or changes things, or it doesn't load how it should be loading. Power to idle, flaps 10. We're descending down to 500 feet. Then we'll make our configurations for landing. Give it a little more power here. If you're just joining, this is Flight Sim 2024 Challenge League week. I think it's 3 of 5. Platinum Division. Currently in 3rd place. Today is my day 1. I didn't play yesterday. So we'll see where we go on the scoreboards today. We're getting there to 500 feet. We're descending at 500 feet per minute.
500.
Introduce a little more power. We're gonna go to flaps 20, or is it 25 on this aircraft is the next set. Oh, flaps 20, yep. Decrease power slightly. And let's continue flying her in. $79 knots, looking good.
Minimums. Minimums. 150.
Increase the power.
10.
Flare. Ooh, slightly overshot it, just slightly. Let's see what the score is like, since it was a slight overshot. I'm guessing 1.4 million. Don't know why my likes goal is not populating, but thank you guys for the likes. I did guess correctly, 1.4 million. Let's keep on going. I know I can do better. Again, my best is 1.6. Pro tip, guys, don't hit restart. The game just is funky like that. I don't get why my goals... There it goes. That's so weird. You have to open up the menu for the goals to populate. That's weird. Whatevs. But thank you for the likes. Really do appreciate it. Let's fly right in. Power to idle. We want to get to 500 feet. Steady rate of descent. And we're descending at around 500 feet per minute. And again, we want to get down to 500 feet. Gonna go to next set of flaps here, decrease our speed some while we descend. So typically this aircraft is 75 knots with a landing at 65. We're at 84 knots, steadily approaching 500 feet. Introduce a little more power, hit our next set of flaps. We're at level flight, essentially, descending at 400 feet, and we're coming up on our 500 feet altitude.
500.
There we go. We're at 74 knots. Gonna maintain this attitude all the way through, adding more power when necessary to slow our rate of descent. Thank you for the follow. Full flaps, 37 degrees. Actually want to push us down a little more.
Minimums. 140, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh, again, slightly overshot. Just coming in a little too high than I thought. So we'll give it another shot. This is probably 1.2 million, just because I overshot the landing. 1.2, 1.3 if I'm lucky, but I think 1.2. Oh, I am lucky. 1.388, almost 1.4. That means it was a smooth landing. It was just a matter of the target. I missed the target slightly. Pull the fire. Shut off the engine. There's a fire. There's a fire. Fire. All right, power to idle. We're gonna descend down to 1,500 feet. Pull a set of flaps. This will slow us down, so we're not gaining speed as we descend. Oh, I gotta push us down. Decrease throttle some. We do want to get down to 500 feet, make our final configurations, and land this bad boy. I'm gonna pull our next set of flaps. Should be flaps 20. Introduce a little more power. Pro tip, your power controls your altitude, your pitch controls your speed. I want to slow us down a little bit more. I'll get my next set of flaps.
500.
We're at our 500 feet and we're approaching 75 knots. That's where we want to be for this aircraft. We're going to introduce power. Give it a little more power. And there we go. Maintain that 75 knots right on in. Descending at 400 feet per minute. Giving a little more power. Look at that, looking nice.
Minimums.
Ooh, a little high.
150, 40, 20, 10.
It's an overshoot. We landed at plus 220. Oh wow, am I gonna fly off this thing? Yes I am. That is the first time I have flown off the course. Shit happens. That's what you get for overshooting. Better to undershoot than to overshoot. Thank you for the follow, Shin. I promise I am better than this. But shit happens. Power to idle drop down to 500 feet. Let's go flaps 10 degrees so we don't gain so much speed as we descend downward. And again, guys, pro tip, power controls your altitude, pitch controls your speed. If you're going too fast, just pitch up a little bit. But again, the flaps do help maintain that velocity. Give it a little more power. There we go. And we're descending at around 700 feet per minute at 83 knots. Very smooth flight right now. Doesn't even look like we're going anywhere, but we are. That blinking you see is me trimming. We're at 500 feet.
500.
Gonna give us a little more power to stop our rate of descent. We're at flaps 10 right now. We don't need to pull our next set of flaps, but I will when we get closer to the runway. Actually, let's give a lot more power. Level out the aircraft. There we go. Now we'll pull our next set of flaps. That'll help slow us down. Full flaps. We want to come in at 200 feet. I'm at 220. There we go.
140.
Power off. Ooh. Slight overshot. Not my best. Seems like my first attempt was the best. And it's just gotten a little worse every time. Just trying to make configuration changes. Yeah, my score got worse actually. Let's give this another shot. Pro tip, guys, don't hit restart. The game is just crappy like that. If you hit restart, it's crappy. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But again, guys, let's restart this. I'll get a better score now. Let's shoot for 1.8 million right now. I'm gonna stay quiet so I can focus here and make this happen. But again, guys, the same rules apply. Get down to 500 feet, make your configurations, fly low and slow, and kiss the ground. A little more power. We're at flaps 20. Flaps 30. Too high. high and push us down some. Lower the power. Bring it back in shortly to avoid a stall.
Minimums. Minimums.
Go. Very nice. Very windy.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nice. Touchdown at positive vertical speed, so let's see. Ah, 1.4. 1.3. Yeah, 1.3. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. I'll give this this last attempt and I'll move on with the challenges. I'm gonna stay quiet for this flight. I want to concentrate fully and do the best I can. But again, guys, drop down to 500 feet, fly in low and slow, reduce power. Right when you come over the runway, you should be at 200 feet coming in on your final approach towards the runway, and then you should be good from there. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
Minimums. Minimums. 150, 40, 30, 20.
Nice. Touchdown with a positive vertical speed. That's got to be 1.5 in my opinion. That has to be a 1.5 million. Has to be. Wow, 1.340. What a shit ton of fuck. Let's give that another shot. I want to hit at least 1.5. I know I can. My personal best is 1.6. I do know, again, pro tip, guys. Throttle controls your altitude, pitch controls your speed, and you want to come in at under 200 feet, preferably 150 going into your landing. But as of right now, you want to drop down to 500 feet and make your configurations for landing on the final approach. Going to go to flaps 10. steady rate of descent, 700 vertical speed, 700 feet per minute. 86 knots. We're approaching 500. Gonna introduce power, slow our rate of descent. Go to flaps 20.
500.
Now from here on out, you want to come in low and slow.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, project? I'm doing good. Hopefully I get a 1.6 million right now. Aiming for 1.8. Flaps 30. Maintain our rate of descent, 200 feet per minute. Slightly lower the power. Gonna push us down some on purpose. Full flaps.
Minimums. Minimums. 140, 30, 20.
Nice. Ooh, slightly soon, slightly soon. I try to glide it. I wanted to avoid ballooning. The crosswind does push us off to the right. It's been a while since I've been on VATSIM. I'm out of practice. 1.2. Ah, that was garbage. Let's redo that. Let's redo that. What yoke and stick should you get? Right now I'm using the Boeing Thrustmaster and throttle quadrant combo. But it really depends on what do you prefer flying. I also have the honeycomb yoke behind me. I usually have my other camera on, but I use camo for the other camera. It's an application, and it decided not to work today, and I wasn't gonna break my head. But what yoke you should get really depends on what type of simulation experience you're looking for. The honeycomb yoke is great if you're flying Cessnas and stuff like that, planes that have that same yoke. Whereas an airliner, you know, is gonna do better with the Boeing yoke, in my opinion. Appreciate the follow, Canner. Thank you guys for all the likes today and the new followers. Really do appreciate it. Trimming upwards. We're at around, I'm at 8% now. I want to get to 10%. There we go, 10% trim. Again, we're descending down to 500 feet.
Sorry, the altimeter with the squawk.
The altimeter with the squawk? I'm sorry, what do you mean? I'm not squawking. There's no emergency. But we're just got to 500 feet. We're descending at 400, 350, 300 feet per minute.
Okay,
we want to
thanks,
maintain
but
that.
if I were to get a yoke, should I get a cheap one like the side deck?
Nah, don't waste your money. My honest opinion is when it comes to hardware, you always get what you pay for. I'm not saying go out and buy something expensive. I'm more saying is get something that's within your range, but you know, the cheaper you go, the cheaper the product is going to be. Flaps 30, got to give it a little more power. Gave it a little too much power. Making a correction here real quick.
I was talking about when my
Minimums.
friends got mad
Minimums.
on VATSIM cause I mixed the altimeter with squawk.
140, 30, 20.
Ooh, get it, get it, get it, get it. Nice. Damn. Damn, I touched down slightly too soon. Slightly too soon. It was so nice that that glide in. How do you mix an altimeter with squawk? Because I mean, your altimeter is a reading, and you squawk when there's an emergency per se.
I was half asleep.
Gotcha. I am out of practice with VATSIM though. It's been almost a year since I've been on there. Just didn't have time. I am working on the PPL, but I kind of had to put that on hold. But the you know, with getting or earning your PPL, I think it's a good idea to get into VATSIM and practice more. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We're playing the Challenge League right now. The Challenge League gives you a landing challenge, a rally race, a low altitude, and a landing challenge. So right now, this is the landing
I need to
challenge.
practice cause I ignored center when they gave me a heading for approach lol.
Yeah, it
Good
is
call.
fun though. It is fun doing VATSIM, especially with the, you know, if you're getting heavy into simulation, you know, you want to go through the simulated aspects. So I think it's a good idea to get into VATSIM.
Are there any good Boeing freeware mods?
Um, I'm not too sure if I'm being honest, but for my mods, I go to flightsim.to. I usually look for livery mods or skins, if you will, liveries.
I'm gonna get an Xbox X. Should I get MSFS 2020 or 2024?
Oh, that's a loaded question. The simple answer is just play MSFS 2024. That's the simplest answer. But the question is loaded. So I
I
do.
got confused with the heading because he said turn right head, but it was putting me left.
So BB okay. Um, the game is very buggy. I'll say that the game is very buggy. Full flaps, lowering our power. I'm too high than what I want to be. I somehow ballooned. Maybe getting distracted talking, but not blaming you guys. It's on me. Aviate, navigate, communicate.
What's better in MSFS 2024 though?
I believe 2024. I mean, graphics MSFS 2024 is great. For physics, X-Plane is a little more realistic.
Minimums. Minimums. $140, 30, 20.
Nice.
At Vivoca 07 it has the goated 737 Max for free.
You think X-Plane is potato graphics? Oh, I can do better than that. I thought that was better, man. That I was right on target. Let's give it another shot. No, so I mean, X-Plane is known for having its better physics, but graphics, yeah, it's definitely potato. But it's the trade-off, you know. If you're looking for realism, X-Plane is better in that sense. But X-Plane also does take a little more education on your part to get around, per se. Like you do have to know a little bit more about
My
aviation.
PFP is MSFS 2024 Phoenix. It's nice, my friends love my photography.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Phoenix. I personally haven't purchased it, but the Phoenix does have a lot of good reviews. And then flightsim.to has a lot of support for the Phoenix and other mods for it. All right. No offense, guys. I'm gonna ignore chat and try and get a good landing
The
here.
A380 got better performance, head on with scenery.
Five hundred.
I hate the flatness of the water, looks too fake.
You know, to your point, I think I lowered the graphics the other day on purpose for live stream. Let me put the graphics back up.
Minimums. Minimums.
You need waves too.
150. 40, 30, 20.
Ooh, too soon. Too soon, too soon, too soon. This runway is so short. The margin of error is very, very thin. This is a DH6 de Havilland. It's a twin turboprop engine. Ooh, 1.2 million. Still not bad, but I can do better. Let's kick up my graphics. I think my graphics were set low. Oh, they're on high. Look at that. Oh wait, frame generation should be on. I'm running DLAA. I'm in 4K.
You need waves.
Let's increase. Let me see. So I have buildings, trees, plants, rocks, grass, all that on low. We can actually turn some of that up to medium. So best performance. So I'm running an RTX 4090, 32 gigs of RAM, i9 chip. I can run the game in ultra settings all day. Part of my limitation right now is to stream, live streaming, and play the game. It puts a heavy toll on the GPU. I have fauna off. Let's turn fauna to medium. Fauna actually kills your frames per second as well, frames per minute, whatever. It's FPS, frames per second. All right. Yep. Let's go. Let's do that. Give it another shot.
Doesn't matter what OC you have, the game's not good for amazing graphics.
For this game, I mean, yeah, the graphics are pretty good.
Aeroflights 4 is great too, just for quick flights with great physics.
Yeah, Aeroflight is okay. I've tried Aeroflight. It's been a while. I think Aeroflight was like 200 gigs to be installed, or that might have been X-Plane. I forget. All right, I know I can do better. Let's do better. Appreciate all the new followers, guys. Tap that screen, hit that share button. You don't even have to share it; just press it. That really does help
like
me
it's
out.
killing my PC on Ultra. I need DLSS even though I have a 4070 Ti and 13th CPU.
Yeah, the 470 is nice. I'm not a fan of DLSS frame generation, if I'm being honest. I think frame generation is all marketing. You can look up specs and make your own assumptions. But DLSS, what's up, Flight Simulator? This is MSFS 2024. So I'm streaming to TikTok
I
and
like to mess
YouTube.
with my settings.
Yeah, you got to find different settings. You got to see what works for you. Especially with the 4070, or really not just the 4070, but the card you have. Is DLAA any good? Actually, I'm running DLAA graphics for anti-aliasing. Or super resolution, sorry. For super resolution, I'm running DLAA. Running DLSS gives you actually worse graphics. I put it on quality right now just to see. but I'm gonna end up losing a little performance per se. So for me, DLAA looks way better. I'm not sure if you guys can really see on stream because the stream itself is only 1080, even though I'm playing in 4K. We're at 77 knots, 500 feet or 550. 20 degrees of flaps. We're gonna float her in from here on out. We're gonna go to 30 degrees of flaps. This is Saba, yes. Flaps 37. Let's lower our speed or lower our throttle. It's gonna push us down a little bit.
500.
Here we go.
Would you recommend X-Plane over MSFS?
It's really up to you. My personal preference is MSFS 2024.
Minimums. Minimums. 100.
Beautiful
40,
sunset view.
20. 10.
Overshot. Slight overshoot. I landed at a positive rate. I think this landing is 1.3. I'm being honest, maybe 1.3 million. What's up, Gandalf? Ah, what I said, 1.3. Flight Simulator 101, this is 2024. Thank you, Jarvis, Harvest.
Hello.
What's up, Gandalf? Appreciate you tuning back in. Appreciate everyone joining as well, guys. Tap that screen, hit that share button. You don't even have to share it, just press it. It helps out the algorithm. Tap that screen, drop some likes. It'll help push the algorithm as well. Thank you, guys. Going to flaps 10, descending down to 500 feet. Power to idle. Maintaining a level flight while we descend. Look at that, lining up nicely. Thank you for the follow, Cypress. We're at 80 knots, 10 degrees of flaps. Get your toast ready. We're melting butter.
500.
Nice rate of descent here, 340, 350. So there is a crosswind pushing us off to the right, which is why I'm coming in from the left, a little bit more from the left, as you can see, making my adjustments as needed. Maintaining my fixed aim point.
Minimums. Minimums.
Hope you get 1K followers soon, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
140. 30.
Ooh, it's an overshot. And you can see, as I mentioned, the push off to the right. It was definitely pushing us off to the right. Try to compensate. I'm guessing this is 1.2 million right now. I'd be surprised if it was higher than 1.2. I know I came off, I landed a little long and, oh wow.
Callouts please, it's unsatisfying lol. That
Call
is a
outs,
short
please.
RWY.
Yeah, it is a short runway. I just got 1.5. Apparently, that was my best landing of today. I thought I was off to the side and landed ahead some. Let's give it one more shot. Project, are you saying you want less call outs or no call outs?
All
Same.
callouts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Sometimes it is hard to call out and fly, but I'll do my best. Power to idle, flaps 10. Let's descend down to 500 feet and we'll make our landing configurations. The trim starts off at like -5. Definitely fix that to a positive and get your level flight going. And you'll descend smoothly. Give it a little more power. Here we go. Leveling out the aircraft. We're descending at around 700 feet per minute. We're at 80 knots, dropping down to 500 feet. Give a little more power. All right, we're at 500 feet. Let's level her out. Stop our rate of descent. Not stop it, but slow it down. We're going to go to flaps 20.
I want Flight Sim and a PC and a controller for Flight Sim, but I broke my TV, so not gonna happen.
Yeah, you kind of need a monitor. Slightly more power. Let's go to flaps 30. We're at 74 knots, 73 knots.
For Christmas BTW.
I'm a little high. I'm going to push it down some.
Minimums. 150, 40, 30, 10.
Ooh, overshot. That was an overshot. I did push us down. I knew I was coming in high. I called it out that I was coming in high. So typically you want to get under 200 feet when you're closer to the runway. 150 desirable. The challenge here is low and
like
slow.
500 feet.
The runway I believe is at 150 or 145, something like that. That was still 1.3 million because I'm still landing smoothly. It's just a matter of the target. I'm missing the target. Oh, you're saying the runway length. Sorry. Yeah, the runway length is short. Yeah, it's like 500 feet. Sorry. The height or the altitude is around 145, something like that. I'm not necessarily staring at the altitude per se as I land. I mean, I am in a sense. All right. Power to idle, drop down to 1,500 feet. Maintain a steady rate of descent. I'm aiming for 500 feet per minute. We're at 550. That blinking light you see is my trim. Trimming upwards. We're at a positive trim of 4%, 5%. Flaps 10.
Trying to download the Anna A380.
Give it a little more power. This is a DH6 de Havilland twin turbo engine. We're flying into Saba. This is MSFS 2024. And this is the landing challenge in Saba. Appreciate the follow, Matt. Gonna go full flaps, or flaps 20, sorry. Give us some more thrust here.
Oh my god, I wish my X-Plane would have so good graphics.
Yeah, X-Plane does have great physics though.
Guess what?
The physics are really good.
Are
Go to
you
flaps
also
30.
a real pilot?
No, not yet. I'm studying to be a real pilot. I'm almost there. I have to get back into it. I had to put it on hold. Full flaps, reducing power. As I pitch down, we're at 300 feet. I need to be at 200. We're getting there. We're getting there. 250.
Minimums.
200. All right, there we go. Level her out.
Nice, congrats already for if you make it to pilot.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh wow, too much power. This is gonna be a go around.
Send me your graphics.
This is a go around.
Bank angle.
Yeah, bank angle, I'm out of here. I just stopped us from crashing. Let's restart it. So, project, unless you have a 4090 card and my same specs, you know, 32 gigs of RAM, 4090, i9, you can't necessarily run the same graphics settings. It's gonna throw your PC off per se. You may even lose frames, lose performance. Mind you, I am live streaming now to 2 platforms, YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So I have to lower my graphics in general just to preserve PC or GPU power. Thank you, MSF Pilot, for the likes. Really do appreciate it. Everyone on stream, please tap that screen, drop some likes. Really does help out the algorithm. Really do appreciate it, guys. 8 new followers today. Getting close to 1,000. I'm almost there. Fix this power reading or engines. Flaps 20. Gaining altitude, don't want to do that. Lower our throttle some.
So does DLAA give you good FPC?
Yeah, DLAA gives you better graphics and FPS. Appreciate the likes, guys. 1,700, thank you guys so much. We're approaching 500 feet.
500.
Let's go to flaps 30, give us a little more thrust, slow our rate of descent down. There is a heavy crosswind, so that's why I'm off to the left. And you can see us flying towards the right because of that crosswind pushing us. .71 knots, 350 feet or so. Coming in nice and smooth, 73 knots.
Minimums. 140, 30, 20.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't want to get too excited.
You from USA? Or
Yes,
somewhere else?
United States. Although a lot of people think I'm Indian. I don't take offense to that, but I get that a lot. Everyone thinks I'm Indian. I'm Puerto Rican. Oh wait, I forgot. You can't see my face because I don't have that camera working today. Damn, I felt like that should have been better than 1.39.
Pretty sad that bought the Airbus joystick. Should have bought the Boeing one. It has more variants.
Possibly. I'm not sure about the Boeing or Airbus. Well, yeah, the Airbus joystick. I don't have that one. I have a bullshit
Indian?
Logitech
Haha, why do people think that?
because when they see my face, they think I'm Indian. I don't know why. My face is on my channel. I usually live stream with both cameras on, a face cam, which is up top there. You can't really see, and this camera. But I use an app called Camo, and for whatever reason, that app was not working for me today. It's a constant problem anyway, where I'm kind of rolling the dice every day on if the application works or not. All right, this is going to be my last attempt for this landing challenge, and I'm going to move on to the low altitude.
You do not look Indian by the way I use that app too.
Oh,
Same.
awesome.
I don't have the original, but it's like on Airbus. I have the Logitech X56 Notice.
Yeah, I have the Otis one. I have that one too. I lost the adapter, so I don't use it anymore since I lost the adapter. I can plug it into the mouse side, but then it's too far away. Because without the adapter, it's like a mouse plug, the old school mouse. Old school as in the 2000s. I'm 40 years old, guys. Actually, I'll be 40 tomorrow. My birthday is officially tomorrow, and I'll be turning 40. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's drop down here.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Flight Microsoft Simulator 2024. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. Flaps 37.
Microsoft Simulator 24.
Yep. A little more thrust. We're at 70 knots.
Yay, 5K likes.
Thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate that.
10 more for 5K likes I see. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
40, 30, 10.
That was at -20 or -30 on landing. I don't know. It sounded loud, but I was looking at the vertical speed, and it was definitely at -20 or at -30, somewhere in there. Thank you for the follow, OMB. Wow, I definitely didn't think that was 1 million. That was crazy. So the way the game scores you for these landing challenges, you get 3 categories, 3 divided by 2,000. You do the math. The precision of landing is the target. So that number 30 you see on the runway, there's supposed to be a line right after the 30. Your rear tires or landing gear have to touch down on that line to get your maximum score. Then your orientation of your aircraft, you don't want to be lopsided, and then your feet per minute. The closer you get to 0, the higher your score is going to be. So I was at -30, which I don't know, I should have got a better score. But then again, it did sound loud. It very much did sound loud. Let's transition to, I'll leave the low altitude for last because the low altitude is going to give me the biggest headache. So we're looking at the garden wall race here, or rally race. My personal score is 206. The world record's 203. Shout out to Shelling Gem, Revamp, Simon VRYT, Dan Rael, Vane Neptune, Z Carnival, and Jonathan. Naive Kabbalas in the number one spot with 203. Shelling Gem got the 204, so shout out to Shelling Gem, Revamped, and Simon VR at the 13 and 14th spot. I am a world record holder myself. I'm number 3 in the world for St. Bart's.
Man, I've been thinking all day what yoked side stick to get, still don't know.
I mean, yeah, it just depends. It just really depends. I would probably get the Airbus side stick. First attempt, let's go! Alright, something happened. The plane wasn't moving in full speed. I think the flaps or air brakes might be deployed. No? No? Okay. So the engines aren't full power for some reason. Maybe that's just the way it is. Wow. Sorry guys, it's something is wrong here. Something is wrong. I don't know what. My power's all the way up. Landing gear's up. Maybe I gotta push the nose down more to gain better speed.
Man, that's strange.
There we go, there we go! I lost some speed there. So, for this particular aircraft, you want to have minimal movements, as minimal as possible, and let the plane fly. And I know I started off a little rough, but hey, it is what it is. Oh shit, I'm gonna crash. Let's go ahead and restart. I promise I'll get better or do better. So right at the beginning, gonna push the nose down, gain some speed. Slightly pull back. Let's get into that groove. Ooh. Yeah, you see how fast I turned the plane and we lost speed automatically, and we're gonna continue losing speed. So it's a matter of just getting the right position and holding still. Holding steady. This is a vertical dip or a dive. Ooh, make it, make it, make it. Yes. This is not good if you ask me. Too much turning. Yeah, you see I lost a whole... Bro, almost a full fucking second there. That's crazy. I went from green to red so quickly. I will say this rally race in particular is probably one of the most frustrating ones in my opinion, because all these little things stop you from getting a high score. I'm gonna crash, yep. Let me see if I can at least just do one from start to finish for you guys, so you guys can see that I can at least fly the course. Because flying the course is not the problem. Beating my score is the problem. See, I turned quick and we have lost speed there. Slowly turn back. Wow. This, and to me, right, I'm gonna crash. Oh wow, I didn't crash. All right, guys, I'll finish the course for you guys so you can see that I can finish the course. It's just the You want to get the best possible score. And you can see I'm just losing and losing speed over and over again. Because that's just the way this course is. Or at least the way the plane flies. A full 2 freaking seconds. I don't even believe that. But you see how much faster my ghost is going? It's all due to the little changes you make in your flight pattern. This is probably the hardest turn coming up. One thing I did notice is my engines are not firing at 100%, and I think that may be the issue here. I don't understand why my engine is not 100%. It's stuck at 96. I find that to be really, really weird. You see, finishing the course is not the problem. Getting max speed is the problem. Bam. See, finishing the course, not a problem. Doing it at the best top speed is the problem. Let's give it another. So, a pro tip, I normally don't hit restart. Restart will screw you up, per se. See, if I touch my personal best, I'll at least take first place here. 206,998 is breadcrumbs. I'm at 206,480 as my top. So we'll see. But I am noticing my engine is not 100%. I don't recall if that's not normal. I do find it to be weird that it's not up to 100%. And now it's dropped down. Wow. Yeah, the game is acting up. You can see it's acting up. $97%. Let's just restart that. I'm going to give this another shot and move on to the low altitude. This is just going to take more practice during the week to get back to how well I was flying it before. Come on, man. Why is the engines dropping down to 60%? Bro. That's so weird. This doesn't matter. Everything is up. Everything is up. $98% now, 97. That's gonna take a little more throughout the week. I'm not gonna keep cracking my head on it. Let's look at the oh, okay, my score sucks here. I know I can do better than 241. Oh, okay, I guess not. 227 world record. Shout out to Shelling Gem 232. Wow, shout out to Z. Well, shout out to Shell 232. Shout out to Z 235. Dan Rael 235. I don't remember this one at all. Maybe I do. Okay, I somewhat remember this. One thing the game doesn't tell you is about doing this sweet U-turn. I'll give you guys third-person view so you can see where I'm going. Nice big U-turn. Broke the sound barrier. go. It's been a while since I flew this, so we'll see how this one goes. I will say this is one of the first altitude challenges that I actually got good at. All the scores are going to be green because I uninstalled and reinstalled the game, so it erases your ghosts. Not your scores, but the ghosts in general. Don't be afraid to push forward on the aircraft. You need to as you turn to correct the plane. Ooh, I turned too soon. Shit, this screwed me up. I turned too soon. Ooh, starting to get some laggy frames now. Ooh, don't hit the tree. This is the hardest turn right here in the entire course. Pump your throttle, make your angle correction, dive right in. Not too bad though. That was my first attempt of the day. First attempt on this Sidewinder. I'm not too far from the world record per se, but I definitely need to put in a time this week. One thing the game doesn't tell you is about making a U-turn here right at the beginning for these low altitude challenge. Majority of them you can pop a U-turn. Another pro tip, you want to assign a key for fuel in case you run out of fuel so you can quickly give yourself more fuel. Also another pro tip, when you assign a key for fuel, you don't want to tap it repeatedly because then you add more weight to the aircraft, which you definitely want to avoid doing. Actually, turn too tight. Speed in doing this, but whatever. Not my best run. I know it won't be my best run, but I do want to put in a run so I can have a score for this week. And I don't know why the idiots at Microsoft decided to put the score right in your face. That just seems so stupid. It takes 1 ounce of common sense to not put the score in your face, but apparently common sense is not common. How many QA testers, VPs, directors, leaders at Microsoft decided to leave the score in your face? Like, that's just plain dumb if you ask me. Push forward on the yoke, turn the aircraft, pull back. Push forward on the yoke, stop your ballooning. Coming up is the hardest turn on the course. always pump your throttle. That'll help you get out of that turn. Thank you for the follow. We're gonna corkscrew in here. Right in there. And pull back, pull back, pull back. Here we go. They don't call this one Sidewinder for nothing. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. We saved us. No! Oh, man. What a shit. All right, I'm going to fly this one straight through so you guys can see I can fly the course. Literally doing the U-turn at the beginning takes up half, or if not the same amount of time. But the secret here, guys, besides flying low and fast, is doing that U-turn to give you additional speed. So you can come in here at, you know, plus 700 knots. What the fuck was that? You guys saw that? The plane just decided to point itself down. No trim, no nothing. That's what I'm talking about with the game. When you hit restart like I'm doing, restart really kind of messes things up. You'd normally want to back out, don't hit restart. Just gonna fly it through so you guys can see that I can complete the course. We're hitting the water. We did splash some. Forward on the yoke, make your turn, pull back. Thank you, Asobo, again for putting the score right in my face. I swear anyone can be a developer at this point. It don't take much to not put the score in your face. Pump your throttle there. That is the hardest turn on the course. They don't call this course Sidewinder for nothing. Oh shit, we're good, we're good. I saved us. Right through the trees. Shit, I didn't want to balloon that much. That ballooning is gonna ruin the score. But pro tip, none of these trees are real. Okay, take that back. I guess all the trees are real now. Ask anybody who's played this shit. You can fly right through the trees, and now all of a sudden, it's a crash. That makes zero sense to me, guys. Let me point that out. Makes zero sense. I don't know how many times I've flown this course and literally just flew right. See, I'm flying through the trees. Flying right through these trees, but all of a sudden it crashes. Yeah, that's complete bullshit. That's complete bullshit. Not bullshit, complete bullshit. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish this one course for you guys. Again, I can finish the course. I don't know what's up with the game. It must be the restart. I don't know. Unless they updated it and decided to put rebar in the trees. You know what I mean? Ooh, I was hitting the water. Notice how I'm keeping the cursor right at the horizon. Fly into this canyon per se, or riverbank. Alright, now I'm just frustrated, bro. What the fuck is that? It's the restart. I know it's the restart. Let's go back in. It has to be the restart, bro. Like that's just complete bullshit. Anyone who plays Challenge League will tell you those trees are bullshit. You can fly through those trees 90% of the time to all of a sudden now the trees are made of concrete. I find that to be bullshit. Dive right in. Again, I'm just flying for completion here. Thank you for the follow. Push down, turn, pull back. All in one motion. Any bullshit trees around here? No bullshit bushes making me crash into midair for nothing? Hardest turn in the game coming right up. Pump your throttle. Hopefully you don't black out. It'll all just depend on how well you make that turn. Good old Sidewinder. So they don't call this Sidewinder for nothing. Thought I was gonna need to pump, but nope, no pump needed. Just some good flying. Last time that was negative 10,000. Gonna fly down the canyon instead, then come up. So before, guys, I was flying through these trees, but you know, the game is retarded. I'm 40 years old. I don't give a shit about the people's feelings. There you go, 240. Finally! Where are we now? Top 3? Yep, top 3. Stretch, 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 stretch. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. We are back. Appreciate everyone that's still held on for dear life. Thank you guys. Um. Oh wow, I took first place and I didn't. Let me do that again, bro. Like I didn't even do the turnaround move here and took first place. Sound barrier. Come on, score. Get out of my face. Plus 1,000. Wow, I don't even believe that. I don't even believe that, if I'm being honest. I'll take that. Negative. What? Dude, Microsoft, I really need you to disclose how you calculate this shit. Because the details you give are not enough, bro. I need to see the calculation, how that works. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you and your fucking 5,000. Fuck you. This game is full of shit. The game is full of shit, I'm sorry. There's no way in hell that was plus 5,000. No way in hell that was plus 5,000. Yeah, fuck you. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. can fly for fun now. Overshot. I overshot it. I think I'm done for the day. I got 2 hours of streaming.